You just mentioned hand over your life. Can you explain a
Yes,
little
yes,
more?
yes. Now, to understand how I surrender or how my life is handed over, first we must see how I was seemingly taking control of it in the first place, isn't it? So that is what we will hand over. You see? So how was it that I was seemingly in control of my life? It was only in this way that a thought would come and say, you better pay your electric bill. And you said that I paid it in time and therefore I still have electricity, so I did a good job. You see? Now, the thought came, you better go and get your teeth checked out, otherwise it's going to become a root canal. And you didn't do it. And you said, oh, I did such a bad job. You see? That is another way of saying I was in control, but I did it badly. You see? So both pride and guilt are based on this sense of doership, isn't it? So now what we are saying is hand it over to existence. Means what? The thought comes, and for a while it can seem like we even make a response like this saying, it's my father's problem, you see, or it's the Sadguru's problem. You see? Don't take it up with me. And you will find that if it is a true sense of surrender, it is not a sort of avoidance, it's not Advaita avoidance. You will find that your feet, you will be marveling at how auspicious your steps have become. Before even you come to know that something needed to be done that way, you find your feet are moving in that direction. You see? This is the intuitive, you're switching over from this mind sense to the Sadguru within, which is the intuitive presence. Many times it will be that you don't know why you're walking left instead of right, but it reveals itself. And then you say, wow, this is why. You see, this is the handing over. Or the mind will obviously come and say, but, what will happen if I lose this control? Nothing will happen. You see, this is trust, this is surrender. So if you find that this trust, this faith, this surrender is there, then everything is simplified. As long as you find that it's not, it's somewhat there but not yet fully like that, then we must continue to inquire and say, who is it that is in control right now in the first place? Then you see that both are the same thing actually. There comes a point where surrender and inquiry are one.
Um, because the seeing is not yet clear here, and on a day-to-day basis, say the thought comes that if I don't make breakfast, my kid will go hungry.
Yeah.
But this thing is to sit and meditate, and then the breakfast is still not
But
ready.
but find yourself without these conclusions. Huh? Find yourself without believing these conclusions, and then come and report to me after a week saying, for a week I haven't given my kids breakfast. See if it happens. Because this is just the mind resistance. It says, for you at least it's saying this. Mostly it is saying things like that. Things like, oh, but this means that I'm not the doer, means I can just go and shoot at people and kill people. I'm not responsible. You see? Or it says, I'm just going to lie in bed all day and not do
More
anything.
complacent,
Yeah?
more complacent,
Complacency,
or
lazy, lethargy.
laziness.
You see? So you find that as you experiment with this, you might find that there is more life energy flowing. You made double the breakfast than was required. Is it?
I would definitely do. I mean, definitely put it to practice.
Yes, play with this, experiment with this very playfully, and then you will find. If you don't find yourself experimenting with this, because even if that is not there, that even you can experiment with it, because so much belief has been given to breakfast or something. You see, then you inquire into say, so who's making breakfast now? Who is moving the body? Who is nodding your head just now? Yeah.
Yeah, I
It is
mean,
said that for the movement of the hand to happen, some neurons have to fire, some thousands or millions of neurons have to fire. You know how to fire a neuron?
no, any of the involuntary actions,
Yeah.
I have no control.
But this now words are
But
coming with the firing of neurons, no?
but there are some voluntary actions
Yeah.
which seemingly
Yeah. So how
I
you do
feel
them?
I
That's what
have.
we're asking. We're getting into the mechanics of how you do it. You say voluntarily, I'm asking this question. For the question to be asked, your mouth had to move. For the
Yes.
mouth to move, some nerves and neurons had to be activated. How did you do that?
Yeah.
We don't know how to move a single inch of anything. This presumed entity, which we cannot even find, does not exert some mystical power here and move our body. You see? How can the person be in control if it is not even found? This is the funny thing, no? This is the power of our pretense. This is the Leela. How so much
It's
faith can go into that one which we cannot find, and how we are in denial of that which is here.
the when I have inquired, this is the practical
Yeah.
problem I have found, that it's all because of this body and the survival of the body. Most of the thoughts are about protecting its survival and the species. So if that was not there, then most of these things will disappear automatically.
Yeah.
So the question is,
Okay, so whose body is this? The question of survival of the body
okay,
means that this must be my body.
no,
You see,
the
I'm
the
not.
the the reporting of all the sensations, the physical
Ah,
discomfort,
ah,
whatever is
ah.
happening, not to the person next to me,
Mm,
but to
mm.
somewhere here, somewhere here,
Yeah,
not to anybody
yeah,
else.
yeah.
And so that if I put my hand in the fire, there is a natural thing to take it back.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to
Mm,
destroy my hand.
mm.
So that is where
Yeah.
the mind or
So the
the,
question is, who is experiencing these sensations? Is there a Soumya there? Yeah.
yeah, somewhere there, yes.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
She found it. $1,000. Anybody else ready? What does she look like, this Soumya?
I mean, it's just yeah, the it's just where the sensations are getting
Ah,
reported to.
sensations. Go to any sensation of the body
Yeah.
and show me the Soumya who's experiencing them.
It I mean, if I stay with it, it just becomes a void openness.
It just becomes a void openness, but I don't want to do
But for
that.
that, I'll have to sit with my eyes closed. It doesn't, when my eyes are open and going about, it's not becoming void openness. It's feeling
Yes,
like,
but like I was saying to someone before today, that to confirm that the sun comes from the east, you don't have to stare at the sun all day, isn't it? The recognition can be recognized in an instant, and after that it becomes, if some doubt is still believed, then we check again. If some doubt is still believed, we check again. But the coming to a constriction of our attention and it not leaving home cannot be freedom.
yeah,
You see, this is a misconception that we have. If freedom meant that attention would not move out of awareness, and I was only aware of this and no phenomena would come in front of me, then why would I create this world in the first place? You see, it must be for this phenomenal tasting, phenomenal experiencing. You see, it doesn't change the nature of what I am. You see? So what we have confused is that the moment of recognition, we have confused to be a state. And we say that now I must be in that state only then I will be
I
free.
have understood
Is
that.
it?
Yeah.
Is it? So this recognition is enough to show you that there is no person here. So when these thoughts are coming and saying, but you have to run your life, you have to make breakfast, you have to pay bills, and the question is who? I don't find anybody here. You see, it's not even like this, like you're having this conversation, automatically it just gets dropped.
Yeah, many times I know I'm woken up at such some time because something needs to be done,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh my God, I've slept off and now I've been woken up. I mean, a lot of things happen on a day-to-day basis that shows that something else is watching over or making things happen. But at the same time, the recognition is not complete.
See, there's still a sense that something is happening to you.
Yeah.
And as long as that sense is there, then you will say, okay, no person here, but please make sure nothing happens to me, okay? So that is like deal making with God. I
No,
surrender to you,
no.
but actually, please something is watching over me very nicely. Suppose that something was a trickster and just wanted to have fun like Krishna. You see? Then, you see, because when you see that nothing, there is no sufferer, then this fear of what is going to happen, what the future entails, whether I'm taking care of my stuff or not, will not be
I
so
mean,
much.
naturally, we move away from pain to make sure that the body is healthy. Or
Yes, but this
so we
we,
know
the I that moves away from pain is which one? It's naturally designed in
it's
this realm, as consciousness has designed it, that the movement away from pain happens. Just like a small child also knows it is wrong to lie, even before they've been necessarily told. You see, so
yes,
some
it's
things are
already
part and
programmed.
parcel of this
Yeah, yeah, the primitive
appearance.
brain or whatever that is, it's all
Yeah.
programmed. Yes. So that is not mind, right? That is
No,
natural.
that is just part of this. Even the mind is consciousness, actually.
Yeah.
You see, but just because the mind is consciousness doesn't mean that we must believe it. I
What?
jokingly say when
Okay.
the audience is not new, I say, but even an axe murderer is consciousness. And somebody resists and says, oh, but the mind is consciousness. Why you pick on the mind all the time? You see, even the serial killer is consciousness. An axe murderer is consciousness. Let's go meet them, hug them. Who does that? Nobody. The same way, you must not believe what the mind is saying, although, of course, it is consciousness itself.
So, is there any time believing in the mind is helpful?
Okay. I will give you an answer which nobody else is hearing, okay? When it is reporting factually that the color of the shirt is grey,
Come again?
that the color of the shirt is grey or what is it
Gray.
grey? Yeah.
Okay.
Then it's okay. Believe it.
So, second level thinking is not required. First level is
Anytime
okay.
you inject a me into it is trouble.
Okay.
If
So,
it means
second level,
something to you, you would rather I wear a kurta, then that is trouble.
okay. Unassociated
When it is
thinking,
impersonal, which it
impersonal.
rarely is.
Uh,
But you wanted some concession for the mind, so I'll give it that.
all right. Thank you.